Topic 14, Education, by teacher Nubia Colindres. Education is the process of bringing desirable changes into the behavior of human beings. The goal of education should be to develop a love to learn that stays with students throughout a lifetime, not limited to the youth years. So, what is education? Education is a gradual process which brings positive changes in human life and behavior. It brings a natural and lasting change in an individual's reasoning and ability to achieve the target goal. It makes it easy for us to investigate our own considerations and thoughts and makes them ready to express it in different ways. Education is the passage to progress. It is fundamentally learning of abilities and ideas that can make us increasingly innovative and issue solver. Education is a process of acquiring knowledge through study or imparting the knowledge by way of instructions or some other practical procedures. The type of education that we know is formal education, informal education, and non-formal education, which are going to be explained in a little bit. First, formal education. It takes place in a school or university facility. People learn basic and academic skills. It is given by specially qualified teachers. It observed in strict discipline. It follows a set of rules and regulation. This is formal education. Informal education. It may be learned at home, on the street, etc. It consists of experiences and living in the family or in the community. Knowledge is acquired from books, internet, and other people. Informal education. Now, non-formal education. It is planned and takes place apart from the school system. The timetable and syllabus can be adjustable, so that means that they are flexible. It is practical and vocational education. It has no age limit. Fees or certificate may or may not be necessary. It may be full-time or part-time learning, and one can earn and learn together. So let's review this. So that means formal education is full-time educational pathway, but non-formal is complementary learning activities, and informal is deliberate, self-directed learning. Formal education is structured, planned, facilitated, as well as non-formal, but informal education is unstructured, spontaneous, self-motivated. Formal education takes place in schools, colleges, universities. Non-formal, those are courses, workshops, seminars, training, and informal learning or education takes place anywhere. In formal education, you receive diplomas, degrees. In non-formal, what you get are skills and capabilities, and informal, personal development and self-fulfillment. That's what you get. So this is a review of the three types of education: formal, non-formal, and informal. Let's see a glossary, some terms that are related to this topic. The word acquire, it means to get or to come into control of something. Awareness is a knowledge or perception of a situation or fact. Behavior is the way a person or thing acts or reacts. Degree is a title conferred on students by a college, university, or professional school on completion of a program of study. Education system, it comprises everything. that goes into educating public school students. Fee is a sum, an amount paid or charged for a service. In this case, we're talking about education, so education fee. On the other hand, free, as an adverb in this case, means without cost or payment. Full-time is using the whole time of the usual working day or week. That means full-time. Goal is the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim or desired result, as goal. Grant, agree to give or allow something requested to someone. High school is a secondary school. Schools, especially in the United States, usually including 9 to 12 grades or 10 to 12 grades. Knowledge, those are facts, information, skills acquired through experience or education, the theoretical or practical understanding of a subject. That is the meaning of knowledge. Leisure. It is a time when one is not working, one is not occupied, that is free time. Literacy, it is a competence or knowledge in a specified area. It also means it is also the ability to write and read. Mandatory is required by law or rules. It means compulsory. Part-time is employed for or occupying only part of the usual working day or week. Premises. We mentioned that word before, is a piece of land together with its buildings. Process is a series of actions or steps taken to achieve a particular end. Syllabus is a subject. Those are the subjects in a course of study or teaching. Timetable is a chart showing how the weekly time of a school or college is allotted to classes. Now we're going to cover the grammar section. In this case, we're going to continue with the present perfect tense, but with for and since. Since it is used when something started in the past and continues until now. And for, it is used for periods of time. Some examples using for, we have been in Texas for 2 years. That is a period of time. I have studied for 10 years. She has stood in line for an hour. Peter hasn't written any text messages for 10 minutes. Examples using since. He has not eaten since 7 o'clock. Have been working here since June. We have lived in La Chorrera since 2002. I have not been to Japan since my childhood. So when I talk about a period of time, I should use for. He has been like a statue for 10 minutes. And when I talk about the moment something started, then I should use since. He has not been like this since 2015. Now, let's practice. The first part of the practice, we have to complete the sentences. There you see 2 lines because you have to complete the first line with the present perfect tense and the other one you have to decide to use for or since. For example, there has been snow on the ground since New Year's Day. Number 2, the weather has been cold for a long time. So we have to review both. We have to remember the present perfect. Maria has studied English for less than a year. Number 4, Mr. and Mrs. Robles have been together since they were in college. That is a moment in the past. They have known each other for more than 50 years. Number 6, we have not seen Pedro since last month. I have had a cold for over a week. That is a period of time. Number 8, you haven't heard from your sister since the beginning of March. She has been in this city for a year. Number 10, Johnny hasn't talked to Joanne for 2 days. The second part of the practice, you have to complete the sentences according to the information given. For example, today is November 20. This is the information. I bought this book 2 weeks ago. I have had this book since November 6. I have had this book for 2 weeks. Number 2 says, I've moved to this city in February. I have been in this city since February. You have the answer already. I have been here for 9 months. Number 3, it is the year 2020. I started going to school in the year 2010. I have been a student since 2010. I have been a student for 10 years. So we have to mention the period of time. I went to Rome 3 months ago. I stayed there. I have stayed in Rome since August. I have been in Rome for 3 months. They met their friends in May. That means they have known each other since May. They have been friends for 6 months. So this is a short practice that I hope is easy to understand the use of for and since. And remember that you have to review the present perfect tense. So that's all for now. Thanks.